Good evening, and welcome to another live performance from the KUVO Bonfils Stanton Performance Studio. My name is Paul Donovan. We have our studio club members, Beat Collective members in here, coming out of the rain. And we have, all of these are very special performances, and I'm so excited. We have saxophonist, vocalist Briana Harris. I've been given permission to call you Bri.
That's correct.
Yes, okay, good. All right, from this point forward, all right. So she's a performing member of the Burroughs, a Colorado-based original funk and soul band. And we have joining you tonight, Spencer Zweifel on piano, Matt Smiley on bass, and Brian Claxton on drums. So take it away.
Great, thank you all so much. Tonight we are performing something we're calling Modern Songbook, tunes from about 1970 until today, some of my favorite songs, and approaching them as a jazz ensemble to kind of create a new songbook for the modern era. So we're going to start with a tune by Fiona Apple. This is On the Bound.
Some faith would do me good. I don't know what I'm doing, don't know should I change my mind. I can't decide, there's too many variations to consider. Nothing I do, don't do nothing but bring me more to do. It's true I do imbue my blue unto myself, I make it better. Baby, lay your head on my lap one more time. Tell me you belong to me. Baby, say everything's gonna be alright. I believe that it isn't. good. Maybe some faith would do me good. Maybe some faith would do me good.
Wow. Wow, that's terrific. Now, okay, 70s, you said. Those are my formative years. You're much younger than me. So how did you get hooked on the 70s?
Well, you know, I'm a jazz musician by trade, so like we're always digging into the past for kind of our shared catalog of music and influences. But beyond that, I mean, I think growing up, I was influenced like, by a lot of music my parents listened to, a pretty wide range of stuff. So a bunch of like really classic songwriters that I always enjoyed as a musician. So my dad listened to like a bunch of like Elton John, Billy Joel, you know, Chicago, bands like that. And then as I've kind of explored on my own in my musical history, I've loved all that stuff, and I love pop music, and I love jazz music, and yeah, the whole catalog.
It's all music.
Yeah, exactly.
You are listening to Briana Harris and the band here tonight here on KUVO. By the way, you can watch it live on YouTube or on that Twitch channel. I've never tried Twitch.
That's pretty cool.
But hey, it's there. So go for it. If you got it, check it out. I mean, this is awesome to watch you guys play live. That's what it's all about. And I just really enjoy it. Now, I hope you guys are enjoying it here. Studio Club members in here. So what do you have for us next?
So this next tune is a David Bowie tune.
All right.
David Bowie, a musician all of us really love and have been influenced by in different ways. This is kind of one of his probably biggest chart-topping commercial hits. This is a tune called Heroes. So hope you enjoy. Yeah.
All right. Live on KUVO.
Just for one day, we can be heroes. Just for one day, and you can be mean, and I'll drink all the time. 'Cause we're lovers, and that's a fact. Yes, we're lovers, and that is that. Though nothing would keep us together, we could steal time just for one. We could be heroes forever and ever. What you say? I just for one day. I will be king, and you will be queen. Oh, nothing will drown them away. We could be heroes just for one day. We could be us just for one day. I can remember standing by the wall, and the guns shot above our heads, and we kissed as though nothing could fall, and the shame was on the other side. We could beat them forever and ever. We could be heroes just for one day. We could be heroes. We can be heroes. We could be heroes. We could be heroes. When nothing will help us. Maybe we're lying. Then you better not stay. But we could be safer just for one day.
Wow. 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 That was fantastic. I mean, your voice and the playing here. Spencer Zweifel on piano there. And Matt Smiling on bass, and Brian Claxton on drums, Bree Harris on the saxophone and vocals. When did you start playing sax or singing first?
Well, so some of my earliest musical experiences were like singing in like little kid church choir. So very technically, grew up singing, eventually got into a little bit of like piano lessons, and then saxophone was the first instrument I really got, I think, like musically serious about.
Yeah.
And what I studied in most of school and through college, and then kind of found my way back to singing, both through like being in my band, the Burroughs, like starting to do more background vocals, and then eventually some lead vocals in the context of that band, and really through my own songwriting in the past few years. So that's been my path.
This is such a treat. We don't get vocalists a lot, and it's wonderful to have you in here tonight.
Oh, well, thank you so much.
This is just a wonderful experience for us. And I hope you can watch this on YouTube if you got it, or Twitch. Switch on your Twitch and watch Briana. It's wonderful. All right, so, wow, what do you have next?
So our next one is actually going to be an instrumental tune. Going to switch over to saxophone and play a little bit.
Okay.
This is from one of my favorite artists, I think one of the most influential, groundbreaking songwriters, but multi-instrumentalist and artist of really like all of our lifetimes, which is Stevie Wonder. And there's a million Stevie tunes you can pick, so it's hard to make a selection. But we are going to do Don't You Worry About a Thing.
All right. This is live on KUVO. Bree Harris and the Modern Songbook tonight. You're hearing Spencer's Weifel on piano, Matt Smiley on bass, and Brian Claxton on drums here on KUVO live on Twitch and YouTube and on KUVO. So, Bree, your parents, were they musicians?
No, they're actually NASA engineers. That's a true story.
Really? I thought you were being silly. Really? Rocket scientists.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
No, they are like they work in the aerospace industries. Like, yeah, my mom actually still does. But yeah, they were always had like musical sensibility for sure.
Yeah.
And always participated in music. So had great ears and sang songs and shared a lot of music. But yeah, I'm the kind of. There's other musicians in my extended family, but as far as like a profession, kind of the first one in my family.
So singers, growing up, who was like your most favorite?
Oh man, so many things. Like I mentioned, I listened to because my dad liked a lot of like Elton John and Billy Joel, and then also like singers like Carole King, kind of like that 70s, like pop rock. James Taylor, I really
Joni
loved.
Mitchell.
Yeah, some Joni Mitchell. I really like got into that a little bit later, but honestly, like I loved like 90s and 2000s pop music because that's the era I grew up in.
Yeah, sure.
You know, so even like at the time when I was like growing up with like I listened to a bunch of like boy bands.
That's okay. We won't judge.
No, I mean I say that proudly and without any shame. So you know, I grew up on like Britney Spears and like you know. Christina Aguilera and like all these sort of like powerhouse vocals, and even things like Shania Twain and like all these like really tightly composed pop songs, which I still kind of love. So yeah.
Wow, that's great. Okay, what do you have for us next?
So this next tune is by a songwriter named Nick Drake. If you are familiar with him, he kind of comes out of the folk songwriting world. He didn't have a lot of recognition and notoriety during his lifetime, but has become someone that has been pretty influential on musicians and especially songwriters after his death. So he has a great, beautiful album that I've loved forever called Pink Moon, which was his last album, and this is a tune from that album called Things Behind the Sun.
All right, Briana Harris, live on KUVO.
Beware of them that stare, they'll only smile to see you while your time away. And once you've seen what they have been to, when the earth just won't seem worth the night or the day, who'll hear what I'll say? Look around, you'll find the ground is not so far from where you are. Not too wise, but down below they never grow. They're always tired and charms their hide from out of their eyes. Never with surprise. Take your time and you'll be fine. Say a prayer for people there who live on the floor. And if you see what's meant to be, don't name the day or try to say it happened before. Don't be shy, you'll learn to fly and see the summer days done. If only you see just what you are beneath the star that came to stay one rainy day. Autumn for free. It's be what you'll be. Please beware of them that stare, only smile to see you while you time away. And once you've been where they've been, to when the earth just won't seem worth your night or the day, who'll hear what I'll say? Open up the broken cup, let goodness, sin, and sunshine in. Yes, that's today. And open wide the hymns you hide. You'll find renown where people frown at things that you say. But say what you say about the farmers and the fun and the things behind the sun and the people around your head who say everything's been said, and the movement in your brain sends you out into the rain.
Wow. That was just so beautiful. Briana Harris and the band here live on KUVO. Do you have CDs? Are you recording on your own? You're with Burroughs.
I do. So I released a debut singer-songwriter album under my own name almost 2 years ago.
Okay.
So if you search Briana Harris on any platform of your choice. I do also have physical CDs, which I smartly forgot to bring tonight. But
darn it.
Contact me and I can get you one for sure. So, but yeah, the album's titled When We're Found, and it's honestly kind of influenced sort of by this style and collection of music. It's me as a songwriter. It's all original music, but I'm pulling from a lot of kind of different influences across genres. So.
Okay. All right. So what are you going to play for us, sing for us next?
So this is a pop song for sure. So back in 2013, there was a 16-year-old New Zealand girl named, her birth name is Ella Yellich O'Connor, but popularly known by her artist name Lorde.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. And so this is her song Royals, which is a huge, huge hit. And we're going to do it a little bit like avant pop for you. So.
All right. We're live on KUVO.
I've never seen diamond in the flesh. I cut my teeth on wedding rings in the movies, and I'm not proud of my address. In a torn up town, no postcode envy, but every song's like gold teeth, grey goose dripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, ball gowns, trash in the hotel room. We don't care. We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams, but everybody's like crystal, Maybach, diamonds on your timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. We aren't caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be royals. It don't run in our blood. The kind of luck's just ain't for us. We crave a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy. My friends and I have cracked the code. We count our dollars on the train to the party, and everyone who knows us knows that we're fine with this. We didn't come from money, Country songs like gold teeth, gray goose, tripping in the bathroom, bloodstains, ball gowns, trash in the hotel room. We don't care. We're driving Cadillacs in our dreams, and everybody's like Crystal Maybach, diamond line of timepiece, jet planes, islands, tigers on a gold leash. We don't care. We aren't caught up in your love affair, and we'll never be royals. It don't run in our blood, the kind of likes to stay for us. We carry a different kind of buzz. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee, and baby I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy. Let me be your ruler. You can call me Queen Bee. Baby, I'll rule. Let me live that fantasy.
Wow. You guys got jamming. I mean, you were really into that. That was awesome. I like that better than Lorde version. You're listening to Briana Harris and the band here tonight on KUVO. So, what do you do with your time, Bri? I mean, you play with the Burroughs. I see credits. You've played with the OJs.
Yeah, for like a gig. You know how that goes.
For a day. What was that like?
I mean, it was that gig in particular is one of those where you don't get any music in advance and you show up about an hour before you go on.
Oh my!
And the music director talks down a handful of charts that they've just handed you, and you read down the gig, and then you blow a solo when you're pointed at. As a saxophonist, so that's how that one went. But,
Speaking of, I saw a video clip from one of your performances with the Burroughs, and you had this great sax solo.
Yeah.
It was so intense.
You
know which one I'm talking about?
No.
Okay. Because it's on the Burroughs Facebook page.
There's a lot. I've been in the band for 10 years, and we've been around, and there's too much content, but I could probably guess at where it happened on the show. Yeah, you'd have to point it out specifically. There's a couple really fun moments on the show.
Yeah, the lead singer is quite a dancer.
He is. Yeah. He's a great musician and band leader. And to mention, Brian is also in that band on bass, actually. So multi-instrumentalist, and then Spencer also plays in that band on keys.
All right.
Too. And then Matt and I have worked together for, at this point, 12 years or something in a bunch of different projects across different range. So. All right.
So, what do you have next?
So this next tune is a Joni Mitchell tune, which again, Joni, hard to pick one, just one to include on this set. But this is a tune of hers. It's a little darker, a little bit moodier, and this is called Woodstock. So.
All right.
asked him, where are you going? This he told me, I'm going on down to Yasgur's farm, gonna join in a rock and roll band, gonna live out on the land, gonna try to get my soul free. We are stardust, we are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. Well, can I walk beside you? I have come here to lose the small and to be a cog in something turning. Well, maybe it's the time of year, or maybe it's the time of night. I don't know who I am, but life is for learning. We are stardust, we are golden, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. By the time we got to Woodstock, we were 500,000 strong, and everywhere was a song in celebration. And I dreamed I saw the bombers riding shotgun in the sky, turning in to butterflies above our nation. We are stardust, billion-year-old carbon. We are golden, caught in the devil's bargain, and we've got to get ourselves back to the garden. And we've got to get ourselves back to the garden.
Wow. You're listening to Briana Harris with Spencer Zweifel on piano, Matt Smiley on bass, and Brian Claxton on drums. And every now and then you'll hear a saxophone. That's when Bree stops singing and picks up the saxophone. There's no other saxophone player in here. So we're live on KUVO. And wow, this is such a treat. You're bringing so much joy to us and our listeners, and we really appreciate that.
Oh, thanks so much.
So where can we see you perform?
Well, this exact project is playing on Sunday, May 12th at Dazzle here in Denver.
Okay.
Doing this project. Yeah, tickets are on sale now, so been prepping for that. So that is the most immediate next time you can come see us.
Okay.
So,
All right. Great. All right. What do you have next?
Does anybody raise your hand if you're a fan of country music? You can admit and hear it in the safe space of the room. No one can see you on camera, so.
Except on YouTube.
Yeah.
But that was just me. So.
Yeah. So this is by one of the greatest songwriters of our time, Dolly Parton. And this is a tune that she wrote actually for a movie that came out called 9 to 5. So have always been a Dolly fan, and I just continue to be so delighted by her and her music and the way she keeps reinventing herself. So we're going to twist and reinvent this tune just a little bit into like a New Orleans second line kind of thing.
That sounds fun. Yes.
Yeah. So we'll see if we pull it off. But this is
Dolly in New Orleans. All
Dolly
right.
in New Orleans. This is 9 to 5.
Myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and try to come to life. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out in the streets the traffic starts jumping for folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Barely getting by. It's all taken and no giving. Use your mind, and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5 for service and devotion. You would think that I would deserve a fat promotion. Want to get ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that menace hell to get me. They let you dream just to watch them shatter. You're just a step on the boss man's ladder, but you got dreams he'll never take away. In the same boat as a lot of your friends, waiting for the day your ship will come in and the tide's gonna turn and it's all gonna roll away. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living. Barely getting by, it's all taken and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you let it. 9 to 5, they got you where they want you. There's a
Wow. Briana Harris, live on KUVO. I mean, proof right there, you can take any song. That's what jazz is, any song, and mess with it. And that's what you guys are doing. Wow. So you're also with the Burroughs. How often do you perform with the Burroughs?
We perform quite a bit. It sort of depends on the year, but I'd say probably anywhere between like 30 and 50 shows a year. And a lot of these are regional. Some of them are touring around the country. So a whole mix of things, and record and put out music quite a bit too. Yeah.
So when can we see the Burroughs again? Here.
Well, we just announced a whole bunch of shows if you go to theburroughssoul.com. But we'll be doing a big show at Levitt Pavilion this summer on Thursday, August 8th. Yeah, so that's kind of the big, I guess, like local to Denver show. And it's with this other band out of Chicago called Lowdown Brass Band. So if you love brass music, funk music, soul music, it's going to be a blast. So.
Absolutely. That would be great.
Yeah.
All right. You're Briana Harris on saxophone and vocals, Spencer Zweifel on piano, Matt Smiley on bass, and Brian Claxton on drums. We're live on KUVO. And time is running.
I know.
What do you have for us next?
We are going to do this is a kind of a folk tune that I love. It's a really recently written tune. It's by a songwriter named Adrianne Lenker, who is from this band called Big Thief, and also writes under her own name and releases music. And this is called No Machine. And it's going to be a duet between myself and Spencer on piano.
Let no machine eat away our dreams. Baby, take my hand, let's go together. No surprise, the moon lives in your eyes. A needle shining like a diamond in the desert. Don't know what I do. Don't know what I'd do without you. Don't know where I'd go. Don't know where I'd go without you. Talk to me. Tell me everything you see. The sun that's shining lighter than a feather. And every day the moon just sails away. The moon and sun are the keepers of the weather. I don't know what I do. Don't know what I do without you. Don't know where I go. Don't know where I go without you. Dragonfly, the clouds are rolling by. The wind across my back, I feel the shiver. Drive around, live from town to town, to the ocean of your love. I am a river. Don't know what I do. Don't know what I do without you. Don't know where I go. Don't know where I go without you.
Wow. That was gorgeous. Absolutely beautiful. Briana Harris, live here on KUVO. A special thanks to the Bonfils Stanton Foundation, Drum City Guitarland in Wheat Ridge, owned, operated, and staffed by working musicians since 1965. Grace Design Pro Audio and Lions. Donors to the Carlos Lando Musician and Event Fund. Today's broadcast engineered by Klaus Larson, and video production by Mark Montour Larson, Alec Kennefic, and a special thank you to our supporters, our studio club members, and Beat Collective here on KUVO. Wow. And we can see you said May 12th?
May 12th at Dazzle. Yeah.
All right. Wow.
Project, yeah.
Do you have anything else you want to play on the outs to
actually,
take us home?
To take us home, I'm actually going to share one of my tunes.
Okay.
Which is going to be on the set at Dazzle Bit. Like I said, I've been super inspired by songwriting. This is an original tune of mine called River.
Find me in the trees. We'll bathe in the beauty. We'll hide in the leaves. I've held all your secrets while you've held my hand. Do daydreams feel different with our feet in the sand? I wanna run away with you, but it's the worst thing we could do. We could do. They'll say you went crazy, pulled under my spell. They'll say that I'm wicked, made my bed in hell. We're cast as the villains in the stories they will write, but I trade every chapter to stay in your light. I wanna run away with you, but it's the worst thing we could do. We could do. We carry the embers of hidden desire. We're careful to keep warm, but not to catch on fire. I'll wait by the river for you to return. We'll head underwater as we watch our world burn. I wanna run away with you, but it's the worst thing we it's not the worst thing we could do. We could do.
Wow. Singer, saxophonist Briana Harris, along with Spencer's Weifel on piano, Matt Smiling on bass, and Brian Claxton on drums, live on KUVO. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having
really
us. Thank you all for coming.
Thanks for listening to KUVO. Thanks for watching on YouTube and our Twitch channel. Jeff Anderson is next with a Night Beat on KUVO.